matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Out of bounds at the
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons!
Nick Chubb on the carry. Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And 11 at the 31-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 49ers 26.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
43-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Will Disley, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
26-yard line.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Hitting Juju on the slant. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
13 brings up 2nd and 2 at the Falcons' 18-yard line.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
49ers.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 12, 49ers 7.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was tackled.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier. Chuck Clark on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Falcons.
Out of the gun, Herbert. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
First down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Jefferson. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
First down, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Falcon first down.
They run again on first down. Chubb pushes over him.
Now, that's just not right.
Pass. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Falcons.
The ball carrier.
Nick Chubb
Touchdown.
in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Buying time to his left. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he goes out right around the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Oh, going for Jefferson down. It's caught inside the 25.
Take off your helmet and give me a
He is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
To
Justin Jefferson, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
It is good.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half is getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Bridgewater on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now they go for it on fourth. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
It's a gain of 7.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Herbert now, eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 11. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Falcons 33, 49ers 7.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
24, Devontae.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
4th down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. To throw, Bridgewater. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Flush to his right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Bridgewater. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Down the numbers. There he goes.
You got to feel it, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
For the point after.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's second down. Gurley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
47-yard line.
Gurley again here on first down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 45 on second down, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Gurley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Out to his left. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Here's Seibert now to add. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the posts.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Tyler Davison able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First down.
Chubb. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Dancing to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Thrown to the sideline.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And 6.
Now Chubb. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Falcons, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on